The holidays genuinely are a time for fighting. I don't know about you, but like that's what the holidays are to me is laughter and tears. Because laughter genuinely turns to tears, especially at my house. Welcome back to The Cooking Show. I'm Faraday, and today we are going to make a delicious Thanksgiving meal for two. You and your loved one, for you and your sister or your brother or your friend or your mom or your dad or your aunt or whoever. I feel like turkey is one of those centerpiece meals we have a lot for the holidays. If we're being completely honest here, it's usually dry as fuck. We're gonna just do a turkey breast, okay? Last night I brined a turkey breast. Roll that footage, all right? 1 cup of salt, 1 cup of sugar, 3 cups of water, some black peppercorns, some sage, some orange peel, and some bay leaves. We're gonna dissolve all that stuff and then add 3 more cups of ice cold water, let it cool completely, and then add the turkey breast. Cover it, refrigerate it overnight. Make sure it's fully submerged. The turkey is brined overnight. I took it out of the fridge. We're gonna take our turkey out of the brine and just dry it a little bit. I got paper towels here. We're doing this delicious turkey and we're gonna do stuffing. It's gonna be really good. So to start off, we are going to cut up some onions. We're gonna do some celery. Now, honestly, the stuffing or the dressing is maybe my favorite part about a turkey dinner. My mom's stuffing actually has been the cause of many, many fights in our house growing up. And when I say growing up, I mean like the last few years as well. Even though my sister and I are grown-ass women, there's still arguments. My sister gets really upset at my mom because my mom, now it's like I do Thanksgiving every year. I cook all the whole meal. I'm just gonna roughly chop these onions, by the way. Just FYI if you were wondering. My sister gets really upset because she thinks my mom makes it the best. And I'm like, listen, I know how to make mom's recipe and I can do it with my eyes closed. You know what I mean? Move this onion aside. By the time this holiday in particular usually comes around, I've already cooked like 4 Thanksgivings. I used to private chef for a family and I would cook their Thanksgiving. Then I would go to my friend's house. We would do a Friendsgiving, which what even is Friendsgiving? Like, do we just do Friendsgiving as a way to like have fun with our friends and eat delicious food? Like, we can just do that all the time anyway. I don't really understand why we have to have a Friendsgiving necessarily. By the time I get to Thanksgiving, I've usually cooked like 10 turkeys at that stage practically, and I'm so tired of it that I don't even want to eat. This is not that. This is just turkey dinner for 2. This is one of my favorite ways to do it. This is based off of my mom's recipe. I'm not peeling the apple. I think my mom peels the apple. Peeling apples is annoying, if we're being honest. So, not doing that either. Don't waste the core. That's good. Apples make me burp. So I think like, what's the difference between like stuffing and dressing? Like stuffing is obviously what you say because you're stuffing a turkey. And I guess this is more of a dressing since we're not stuffing a turkey, or is the word dressing like a Southern thing? The bread is all cut. We're gonna add some fresh sage. Sage from the Munchies garden. I picked this yesterday, nice and fresh. Chop this up. My friend, when we were in New Zealand, one of my friends, we were staying at this like really beautiful farm and we were walking around looking at all their vegetables and he was like, S-A-G-E, sage, what's that? And I was like, it's sage. He felt pretty stupid, but he called it sage. What an idiot. Our oven is heated to 400. We're gonna cook this all. Told you apples make me burp. I have an hour and a half once this is done in the oven to get going. And we're gonna make this happen, okay? So let's go to the stove and keep going. We're gonna heat up our pan. We're gonna go a little bit of oil in here. We're gonna cook our sausage. So I'm just using like a sweet Italian sausage. Add in our pork. We're gonna break up our pork into small pieces, let it kind of brown and caramelize a little bit in here. So my mom is in charge of the stuffing and the turkey. First of all, my mom sleeps until like 11. So for her, she has to wake up at like 9 and like come down and make the stuffing and make the turkey and stuff. She hates it. It gets her so angry. And my sister gets angry that my mom doesn't want to do it and it causes fights. And I'm like, I'll just do it. I know how to do it. And Amanda, my sister, gets angry that I'm gonna do it. She wants mom to make it. It's like this whole thing at my house. It's ridiculous. The funny thing is that I'm like, we could make the stuffing the night before, but no one wants to do that. All right, we're gonna add our butter. Look at that. Yep, 4 whole tablespoons right on in there. The celery and onions. And I'm gonna season this as well. This is gonna soften for a couple of minutes. And then we'll add our bread in. We're gonna add now the sage and the bread. So sage goes right in. We'll mix it on up. And then we're gonna add in our bread. Now this is sourdough. You could use any bread you want. So I'm gonna mix it on there. We're gonna let this cook until the bread kind of gets a little bit of color on it. We're gonna season this bad boy. Turn off the heat. Stock goes on. Next up, the turkey. So we're gonna nestle the turkey on top. You don't need to salt this. We will just put some black pepper on it, but also our secret ingredient, mayonnaise. Yes, you heard right, mayonnaise. Makes it really beautiful and golden, adds good flavor. We're gonna use mayonnaise instead of butter to baste our turkey. And with that, you too shall become the master baster. You're welcome. A little bit of black pepper. And this is gonna go into a 400-degree oven, about an hour, hour and 15 minutes. Okay, we're gonna caramelize some onions for our sour cream and onion mashed potatoes. But if you really know me, you know that I love, and I'm very famous for my onion dip. I'm like known around the country, around the world, nay, around the universe for my onion dip. And so what better way to celebrate the holidays than with my onion dip in mashed potato form. That's right, sour cream and onion mashed potatoes. It's delicious, and we're gonna make those, okay? Thinly slice my old onion here. We're gonna cook them over like medium heat with just some oil. Caramelizing onions isn't fast. It's gonna take at least like 35, maybe 45 minutes, okay? Next up, we're gonna make my least favorite thing in the world, cranberry sauce. The reason I hated cranberry sauce so much growing up is because we always use the canned cranberry sauce, which there's something nostalgic about it, sure, but like it's honestly like objectively not that good, okay? Cranberries, frozen. You can get fresh, does not matter. These are frozen. I didn't even really defrost them. You can see they're still a little frozen there. We're gonna throw cranberries right on in there, cinnamon stick, sugar, whoop, just like that. The peel of half this orange, about a 1/4 cup of fresh juice in there. So let's just squeeze it. And this is just gonna cook over low heat until the berries start to burst, the sugar's dissolved. It's gonna be so good. And then we're gonna add the vodka at the end. We could add the vodka at the beginning, but then you're gonna cook out all that fun. If it's just 2 of you, even if it's your like partner, you're probably gonna fight about something. So eat this cranberry sauce and it'll make it better, okay? I promise. Because alcohol makes everything better. Sicily. Just kidding. That's a terrible thing to say. I don't promote that. But also, I mean it. Give it a little bit of a stir here. And it's over a low heat. And this is just gonna cook until they start popping. It takes literally 15 minutes, if not less. We are going to do some pickled shallots, as my friend Jamie Oliver says, or shallots. We're just gonna do a nice fine little brunoise. That's a French term for a fine dice. Okay, we've got some standard white vinegar. We're gonna pour into here, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, also right on in. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. We're using Yukon Golds because Yukon Golds, the consistency is gonna be very buttery and creamy. We're gonna cover this with water, season it with some salt, bring it to a boil, and away we go. Our pickling liquid is ready. We're gonna add our shallots right into the pickling liquid. All right, come take a look at the cranberries. They're nice and bubbling. They're gonna start popping and breaking down. Just give them a stir every so often. Next up are green beans. I love green bean casserole. However, I really love, like, green beans are so nice because they're nice and snappy. And like making them into a casserole kind of just turns them into mush. So we're gonna keep these really simple. We're just gonna steam them and glaze them with some chicken stock and then serve them with those pickled shallots and some brown butter almonds and a squeeze of lemon juice. And they're gonna be crispy and vibrant and bright and like awesome. If I was to do a turkey dinner for 2, my ultimate guest would be My great aunt Lorraine is really cool, and her and I are just like, I love her these days. She's the best. She lives out in Oregon. Aside from her, if I could choose anybody, you guys know it would be Pete Davidson. I have a huge crush on him. I'm very into the fact that he is potentially hooking up with Kim Kardashian because it just means I have a chance. She's Armenian, I'm Iranian. She's an older woman, same. I just think that like he's just like prepping himself for me. So Pete, if you're out there, I'm here, I'm ready. Make the call. I love Staten Island. I'm there. So the cranberry sauce is almost done. You can see, look, the seeds are popping out. We're gonna add in our vodka. Sicily, all right? Right on in there. And we're just gonna let this cook for 1 to 2 minutes. We wanna cook out some of that strong alcohol flavor, but I know vodka doesn't really have much of a flavor, but we want that like clean finish with this, okay? Our cranberry sauce is done. 1 dish down. We're gonna cool this, and it'll be ready for dinner. Our caramelized onions are done. I'm going to bring them over here and chop them on up. This one kind of like roughly chopped. That's it. They're gonna go in there. It's gonna be nice and chunky with our skin on mashed potatoes. Very nice, very nice. Just a rough chop. We're gonna mince up some chives to go on these potatoes. So for our green bean almondine, we're gonna melt 2 tablespoons of butter on in there. We're gonna add our almonds on in. Our butter is browning, our almonds are toasting. This happens very quick. We're just gonna squeeze some lemon juice. I'm gonna put it in the smallest bowl I own. Our potatoes are done boiling and they're ready to drain and mash them. So I'm just gonna drain them. We're gonna put them on medium and we're just gonna kind of like let them cook and dry a little bit. We'll add our milk on in. We're gonna add in the onion powder and then our sour cream. And we're just gonna mash these guys up. We're gonna add in our onions. Season this with some salt. It's basically my onion dip, but in mashed potato form, which is delightful. And you know what? I'm gonna throw it on that with butter. Because what's mashed potatoes without butter? Has to have butter. Mashed potatoes are like one of my favorite things. It's one of my favorite ways to eat potatoes, honestly. But I know what you guys are thinking right now. Where the fuck is the gravy? Gravy is literally the best part of a turkey dinner. I'm not gonna have any drippings to make gravy. I can make gravy with melting some butter, with some, mix it with some flour to make like a roux, add some store-bought chicken or turkey stock to that, and make like a nice thing, add some like gravy master coloring to make it the brown you want it or whatever. Or I could just use packet gravy. And that is what I am gonna do. Last year when I had my Thanksgiving alone, I always have packet gravy in my house, and I had one here and it expired in 2012 and I still ate it and it was delicious. I love packet gravy. It's awesome. All you have to do is add water. While my gravy's going, I'm gonna check the turkey and just see what the temp is. Ooh, look at this. Oh yeah, she's done. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the turkey off, put it on a cutting board, let it rest, and I'm gonna put the stuffing back in the oven to get a little brown on top, okay? Our turkey is done and rested. Our stuffing is ready to go, basically. I'm gonna pull it out of the oven. Actually, let's pull it out now. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at this. The stuffing is looking good. Look how crispy it is on top now. And brown and beautiful. We're gonna let this sit for a second, and we are going to finish up our green beans, okay? For the same pan that I cooked the almonds in, I'm just gonna add some chicken stock. We're gonna add the green beans right in as well. And this is gonna just steam in the stock. We're not trying to cook these all the way through. They're gonna just be al dente. They're gonna be like really crispy. It's gonna be good, okay? Mashed potatoes, go on in. That is a thing of beauty. Now, slice my turkey. I'm gonna thinly slice it against the grain. Look at that golden color. That's from the mayonnaise, girl. This gravy juice, or this turkey juice, I'm gonna throw in my gravy. We're gonna add our butter right on in there. Plop. Let that melt. We're gonna season with a little bit of salt, some black pepper. Squeeze some lemon juice. The other half that lemon, just squeeze it over the top. Don't forget the pickled shallots. And then the almonds. And all that good buttery brown butter goodness. That is good to go. Cranberry sauce, crispy shallots. Oh yes. We got chives. Mamma mia. A little drizzle of olive oil. Everything is ready. I just need to put it on the table and get ready for my lovely turkey dinner for two. So let's go bring it to the table. I've been working so hard all day. I can't wait to try this. I'm excited. This turkey, I can't lie to you. I've made this turkey a million times now and it gets better and better every time. It makes me very happy. It is turkey breast. It is moist. It's delicious. I want to eat that all the time. The stuffing is awesome. The green beans, look at that. Still snappy. Whoops. The vodka cranberry sauce, Sicily. And these mashed potatoes are so good. While we've been setting up here at my table, I've been eating them all. A little sneak peek that I've eaten basically all these mashed potatoes. This meal is delicious. I love it. For the recipes, click the link below. Enjoy.